You wake up, drive through traffic, get to work. Your boss fills you with orders, and you go home exhausted. All this to barely make it to the end of the month. It may all seem tragic, but know that it is the perfect situation to become a millionaire. There are thousands of people that, by following a few simple steps that we will see today, even earning $800 a month, have completely turned their lives upside down, believing that being a millionaire is better than repeating the previous cycle for 40 years. And how can we blame them? And no, I'm not talking about trying your luck in the lottery or anything like that. It's a proven blueprint drawn from real stories like Ronald Reed, Grace Groner, and ordinary people who turn small paychecks into massive wealth. But we'll come back to their stories later. For now, let's focus on the first and most powerful realization that building wealth isn't about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep and grow. Imagine you earn $800 a month after rent, groceries, bills, and that streaming subscription you need. Or maybe you think you need, but whatever. What's left? If you never challenge your spending, nothing. But here's the kicker. Your true wealth comes from mastering two levers under your control: income and expenses. Put more simply, positive cash flow is your golden ticket. One study showed that an 18-year-old who saved and invested $250 a month at a 7% annual return would retire with about $1.1 million. Even a 25-year-old saving $500 monthly hits roughly $1.3 million by age 65. Those numbers aren't magic, they're math. The sooner you start, the more time compounding has to work its wonder. So the first question I want to ask you is, do you have positive cash flow? If you answered no, don't panic. That's exactly why you're watching this. Start by tracking every dollar. Use an app or even a simple spreadsheet. You'll likely discover $30 here, $15 there. Those forgotten trial memberships or auto renewals. Cancel what you don't use. Then focus on slaying high-interest debt, especially credit cards charging 20% or more. Eliminating that burden is like earning a guaranteed 20% return on your money. Imagine investing at 20%. You'd be laughing. But every credit card dollar you carry overnight is paying them 20%, draining your potential. Once your balances are zeroed out, treat credit cards like free money. Pay in full, earn points, boost your score, and never carry a balance. Let's move to the second question. Do you split your income strategically? Most experts recommend the 50-30-20 rule. 50% to necessities, 30% to wants, and 20% to investments. But I love a twist, 50-30. 20 is your baseline, but for serious wealth building, aim for 50-20-30, where 30% goes straight to building assets. That could be stock index funds, rental real estate, or self-education courses that pay dividends later. If you can tighten your needs category and trim wants, that 30% will accelerate your net worth like pouring gasoline on a flame. Even on $800, that's $240 a month, a small sacrifice today that grows into hundreds of thousands over decades. Which brings us to the third question. Do you have a side hustle? If your job can't or won't pay more, it's on you to create additional earnings. Most self-made millionaires have 3 to 7 income streams: freelancing, tutoring, selling digital products, or picking up weekend gigs, whatever suits your skills and interests. If you generate an extra $100 a week, invest it consistently at a 10% return, and in 15 years, that dollar becomes $445. That extra cash flow turbocharges your wealth faster than you think. Finally, fourth question. Is your money working for you? Saving is great, but investing is where the magic happens. Over the past century, the S&P 500 has returned about 10% annually. If you buy and hold through bull and bear markets, you tap into compound interest's exponential curve. Remember the chessboard and rice story? A single grain doubled every square, explodes into astronomical quantities. Just like your investments grow slowly at first and then skyrocket later. Warren Buffett calls compound interest the eighth wonder of the world, and it served him well. Over 99% of his fortune was earned after age 50. Time is your secret weapon. But I'm not a finance expert, you might protest. Here's the simplest path. Open a low-fee index fund that tracks the broad market, set up an automatic monthly investment, and never try to time the market. Studies show missing the best 10 market days in a decade cost you 2/3 of your gains. Instead, stay invested, keep adding money, and let time do the work. If the market dips 20%, rejoice. Those are Amazon and Apple shares on sale. Beyond these core strategies, everyday millionaires share a few more habits. Automate everything. From paying yourself first to reinvesting dividends, automation removes the temptation to skip a contribution. Educate yourself relentlessly. Many self-made millionaires taught themselves through books, libraries, free newsletters, and conversations with knowledgeable people. Information is leverage. Avoid lifestyle inflation. When you get a raise, don't let your spending creep up. Increase your investment rate by 1% with every raise. Over time, a 1% annual boost compounds into colossal gains. Diversify across income and assets. Keep multiple income streams and spread your investments. Stocks, bonds, real estate, perhaps even a small business. This smooths volatility and offers multiple ways to grow. Embrace patience. Building $1 million portfolio on a low salary takes years, but consistency is everything. Small, disciplined actions performed daily, monthly, and annually create unstoppable momentum. Let me share a real-life example. Grace Groner, a secretary who bought just 3 shares of Abbott Labs for $180 in 1935, reinvested every dividend, never spent a dime of her stock's value, and passed away in 2010 with a $7 million gift to her college. No tech startup, no fancy MBA, just an ordinary person, harnessing time, compounding, and discipline. Another case is Ronald Reed, a lifelong janitor earning roughly $22,000 a year, lived frugally, saved obsessively, diversified into dividend-paying blue-chip stocks, rode out every market crash, and left an $8 million fortune. He didn't get lucky, he got consistent. Now I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but I live paycheck to paycheck. My challenge to you is simple. Track your cash flow for 1 week, find the leaks, and redirect that money into your future. Even $50 a month is enough to start. Then build up to 10%, 20%, or 30% of your income invested. Kick off a side hustle that nets you an extra $100 and invest that too. As you watch this, ask yourself, are you ready to flip the switch from consumer to investor? Ready to postpone a little instant gratification for long-term freedom? Because when you do, you unlock real abundance, where your money works while you sleep, vacations become easier to afford, and retirement isn't a distant dream, it's a guarantee. So here's your action plan. Tonight, download a budgeting app or open a spreadsheet and log every expense for 1 full week. Tomorrow, identify at least 2 subscriptions or expenses to cancel. Those $5 here and $10 there add up. By next paycheck, split your income 50-30-20 and aim for 50-20-30, with the 20-30 automatically invested into a low-fee index fund or dividend portfolio. This week, brainstorm one side hustle idea you can start in your spare time. Tutoring, freelancing, selling a skill online. Today, commit to lifelong learning. Pick one finance book, podcast, or newsletter and spend 10 minutes every day expanding your money mind. Right now, subscribe to this channel. Remember, your future self is watching right now, cheering you on. Every small choice you make, skipping that coffee out, investing that $20, starting that side hustle, builds a bridge to the life you deserve. You don't need a big salary to become a millionaire. You need a plan, discipline, and the willingness to let compound interest do its work. Start today, stay consistent, and in time you'll look back amazed at how far you've come. Now take a deep breath, hit that like button if you're committed to this journey, and let me know your idea in the comments so you can inspire other people, and subscribe for more strategies to grow your wealth on any budget. Your journey to $1 million starts now. Let's make it happen together. Or rather, I'm already doing it and I'm almost halfway there. Will you let me be the only one to do it, or will you join me? See you soon.